I understand that the provincial government is continuing to look across the province at the data. We know that in times of high transmission, certainly masks would be very warranted. We know that the Omicron wave is starting to resolve here in Peel as well as in Ontario. So I certainly am I'm willing to continue to be led by the province at this point in time. Our trends here in Peel reflect those elsewhere in Ontario. I can share that here in Peel, if our trends were to remain the same at the time that the local masking bylaws are up for review at the end of March, I would likely not recommend the extension of them at the end of March. However, we need to continue to watch the trends carefully.
I certainly think this is something that the province can move on, and I don't believe the public health data is different in Quebec than it would be here. In what world is the data suggesting one path of safety in Hull, but in Ottawa it would be different, even though it would only be a few kilometers away? I want to see kids get back to normal, and I would say for those who are criticizing this pending provincial decision, I would say there was a lot of criticism when kids were going back to school. I remember there were some vocal critics. I was out there along with other big city mayors pushing to get kids back into school, learning, and I really felt it was important that they get back to normal. And the critics were saying there'd be huge hospitalizations. Well, that never materialized. And so, I do think it's important we get back to normal as a society. There are provisions that can be taken to protect areas of concern. If you look at what Quebec is doing in terms of school buses and areas where it may be crowded, they're looking at modifications that can make sure it's a balanced policy. And I really hope that our children in Ontario can get back to normal as well.
This is City News Everywhere.